Okay, I think I'm live. I think that every live broadcast starts with those words. I'm just gonna quickly shut the door here. All right, let's see. All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying out the Hangouts thing, Hangouts on air. Basically a way for me to just go live super quick, but I can't see the chat. So let's see. There's like a group chat in the Google Hangouts thing. If there's anybody on, can you write something in the chat to see if I can actually see it? Because let's see. Give me just a second here. I can't find my own live stream. So if you're writing anything in the chat right now, I can't see it yet. I will look for it. Because, yeah, I'm just straight up talking to myself. All right. Okay. Okay, so I see the chat now. Front page tech. Oh man, John, is that you? The master of all audio tips that single-handedly improved the audio of this channel. Okay, so apparently I can talk to you via the chat on the live stream page, but you're not on the group chat on the Hangouts thing. Okay, glad we got that sorted out. So can you just confirm that you can hear me okay? Because I have this fancy microphone over here to the side. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome that you're on here. I was just kind of testing out this thing while I'm editing one of my videos. The next thing I want to see if I can throw up my screen as I'm broadcasting this. All right, let's take a look at some of these questions. Do I have a plan to talk about movies? Not really, although I am starting a new show, which is going to be basically just myself and someone else just kind of hanging out and talking. And there we might get to movies a bit more often. So I'm probably not going to make like movie reviews the same way I do TV show reviews, but I definitely see us getting to movies on there. William asked if I'm going to review The 100 season 4. Yes, I actually just started watching it, so it's still going to be a while, but I will definitely make that review. John said that he had to subscribe after the House of Cards season 5 review. John, that means a lot to me. I've been watching Front Page Tech for I don't even know how long, so that's really awesome. I've been a big fan for a while. Chill Husky says, which movie are you most excited for this summer? Actually, the movies that I'm most excited for are movies that are already out and I didn't get a chance to see. So I think the movie I'm most excited to see now is Get Out. I didn't get the chance to see it yet, but I'm super excited to see it. And I also want to see It Comes at Night. I can't say that I'm like really excited for any of the huge blockbusters. I'm gonna see all of them for sure, but I'm just not like super excited for them. What do you think of Fargo season 3? I'm ashamed to say I haven't watched it yet. I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale, which actually I'm just editing the review for now, and it's one of the best shows I've watched for, I don't know, recently. It's incredible. I'm just basically, if you want, you can skip my review for it and just go ahead and watch this show. That's the video I'm editing right now. The Handmaid's Tale, incredible. Yeah. Bloodline season 3 finale. Overall, good or bad? I would say. I mean, I thought it was overall like a good season, but it left me wanting in the area of like it didn't give us all the closure we were hoping for. It almost it feels like halfway through the season, someone told them that they're not gonna be able to make another season, and then they like rapidly tried to wrap stuff up. J-Boy asks if I've seen Split. I have. I really liked it. Split, really good movie. And let's see. Will I make a season 2 review of The Wire? Yes. It's not. Yeah. I mean, I like it so far. It's not as good as season 1, but I'll definitely make a review for it. And there's another question around: have I seen Wonder Woman? Yes, I have. I thought it was really good. I mean, I thought it's definitely the best DC movie up until now. Towards the end, they do get a bit too much like love and hope and like love will save the world, which is fantastic for the character and definitely works for Diana Prince as a character, but they just get a bit too carried away with it towards the end. And I thought that the battle at the end was kind of boring. But other than that, I thought it was really, really good. I really like it. Oh man, I I always feel bad when you guys ask me about shows that I simply just did not watch yet. So Lucifer, I haven't watched it. Let me tweet about this real quick. So I'm just not looking at the chat for a few quick minutes. Ooh, Twitter has a new look. Ooh, this is weird. This is kind of like 60s look on Twitter. I wonder what's going on. First thing I see is a tweet from Hank Green saying that he doesn't know what's happening because Twitter looks weird. I'm live. Testing out some stuff. Come hang out. Right. I'm going to tweet this out. All right, and now I'm gonna get back to the chat. And their question is, have I seen Grimm and Smallville in season 5 of Orange is the New Black? So with Orange is the New Black, it's kind of like, I mean, season 4 was good, but I don't feel compelled to go and watch season 5 just yet. So I'm gonna wait with season 5 of Orange is the New Black. And I have watched a lot of Smallville, definitely not all of it. I'm probably not going to make a video about it. And I have not watched Grimm, although I've been told that it's an interesting show. Although I don't really like any show that has 22 episodes in a season. Like that is usually a deal breaker for me, but not always. The camera lags. Maybe that's because I have a shit internet connection. That's unfortunate. Also, it looks like the quality isn't great at all. Can I make more Sons of Anarchy videos? Yes, I can. I can make this channel completely about Sons of Anarchy and Doctor Who. All right, let me try and share my screen. So there's this cameraman thing. As guests join, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't care about that. Control room, I don't know what that means. Hangout toolbox. I don't know what that means. Screen share. I wonder if I share my screen. Whoa. All right. So, all right. So you now have my screen, but you can't also see me, right? You can only see my screen. Can you please confirm that in the chat? So while I'm waiting for you to confirm that, okay. Okay, I'm not sure how to make it so that you'll be able to see me as well. But let's see. So, I mean, I guess that's fine. So I have a few questions here. One about Sense8 got canceled, and one about how to catch up on Doctor Who. The only way you can catch up on Doctor Who is you have to watch all of it. You have to watch all of it from the beginning. There's no other way. You cannot escape it. And it's really good. I'm really happy with it. And Sense8 getting canceled is very, very unfortunate. But I think I have a lot of opinions about it. I don't really want to open that up like right now. I'm probably gonna address that in a video. But yeah, that sucks. So yeah, let's see. So I wonder if I don't know if this will play computer audio. Let me know if you're able to hear this, and if you do, does it make you go deaf?
Talk about the stories and characters we love and the shows they live in. My name is Ron, and let's talk about season 1 of the Hulu original, The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale is an updated version of the story.
All right, let me know if that at all worked. Probably not. Oh man, I think it looks really, really bad. Oh, okay. Because I mean, I really like the idea of live streaming the editing process. RIP headphones users. All right, sorry about that, folks. I'm not very good at this. All right, let's see.
Told in the book of the same name, and it tells the story of a not-so-distant future where a totalitarian theocracy has overthrown the government of the United States, so most of the United States is now ruled by this very oppressive government that very literally enforces rules from the Bible. This is only happening in the United States, but the entire world, or at least parts of it that we know of, are affected by a plague of extremely low birth rates. Most women can't have children anymore. Lots of men are suspected to be sterile. It is a part of what started this revolution in the United States.
All right. So I saw a few questions about The Sopranos. Yes, I am definitely, I definitely have seen The Sopranos, but I'm gonna have to rewatch it if I'm gonna make a video about it.
The women in the...
If I've watched season 3 of Gotham, no. I mean, like season 2 was okay. I can't say it was really good. Season 2 of Gotham was okay, but it's not worth the amount of episodes. It's not worth 22 episodes. I mean, there's so much good TV out there. And if I can watch 2 seasons of something in the same time, it'll take me to watch then yeah. If I've watched Attack on Titan, yeah, I've watched season 1. I loved it.
In the United States. The women in...
Oh, man. Did I watch season 2 of Love? No, I haven't. I feel that Love is a show that was not made for me, but I'll definitely... I feel like it's a good show, but I'm just not the target audience for it. But I'll definitely get around to it. I'll definitely watch it at some point. I'm still following 12 Monkeys. I haven't seen season 3 yet, but I definitely will. I don't think it's on Hulu or Netflix or any of those yet. So once it gets there, I'll watch it.
The women in the United States. The women in the US who can't...
No, describing the world of The Handmaid's Tale is not a spoiler, because all of this is just the premise for the show. So don't worry, like there's no There's no spoilers here.
United States. The women in the U.S. who can have children are rounded up and assigned to the houses of high-ranking members of this new government.
If I've watched, the Jackal asks if I've watched the HBO series called Oz. Yes, it is my probably #3 favorite show of all time. Oz is one of the greatest television shows of all times.
Where their function is to essentially have babies with these men. These women are given the
All right.
where.
So what time is it for you now, everybody on the chat? Like, where are you in the world? I know that some of you are here from Israel, but I wonder where the rest of you are.
Where their government. Where government.
So I have a question here. If I've watched The Pacific or Band of Brothers, I've watched Band of Brothers, and I have not watched The Pacific. My wife has. She said it was pretty good. So we got Denmark, Algeria, UK, Bulgaria. That's awesome. That is so incredibly cool, guys. Brazil, Greece, Finland. Oh my God, this is so awesome. Such an international community of TV lovers. Opinions on Justice League trailer? I think the trailer looks cool, and that's pretty much it. Not very excited for it. Bangkok, England. UAE?
Government. Where the government. Where their function is to essentially have babies with these men. These women are given the titles of handmaids, and this is their story.
Have I watched Daredevil? Of course. Of course. You can find the reviews for it on the channel. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I checked out kind of, I think, halfway through season 1. I checked out. I never made it to season 2. Couldn't make it through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I didn't love it. It wasn't great. All right.
This is one of the most powerful shows I've watched lately. This is one of the most powerful.
Outlander, is that the show where she's a nurse and she goes back in time? Is that the one? Who's your favorite doctor from the new Doctor Who? I mean, I think right now it's basically a tie between Tennant and Capaldi, because I mean the Capaldi seasons have been pretty good. Season 8 wasn't great, but 9 and 10. And I think that over time, maybe I'll remember Capaldi as my favorite doctor. Right now, it's still Tennant because it's just, I don't know, it's too fresh. But yeah. Would you say that The Young Pope is a slow-paced show, kind of like Bloodline? No, The Young Pope is definitely a slow drama, but not as slow as Bloodline. It's way the pace is way faster, and it's also fantastic. The Young Pope, I'm almost done with it. I think I'm at episode 7 or 8, and it's fantastic. It's a really, really good show. Jimmy says, I just finished my CCNA. Do you mean like your Cisco certification course? Were you certification courses? Is that why you're letting me know? Were you one of my students? There's another question. Are there any books you'd recommend? I think one of my favorite books is Spares by Michael Marshall Smith. And it's just a fantastic book. I've been reading a lot of Warhammer 40K novels. They're not all great, but it's a fun universe to read in. I read American Gods recently, which was fantastic, and I'm reading the Norse mythology one by Neil Gaiman. So those are a few good ones. All right.
This is one of the most powerful.
Let's see now.
Everything is.
When you edit your own face so much, you start to kind of hate it. Right.
Store. This is one of the most powerful. This is their store. This is one of the most powerful shows I've watched lately. This might be one of the most powerful shows I've ever watched. It is terrifying. It's one of those shows that you watch and you.
I haven't watched Fargo season 3 yet. I'll binge watch it once it's done. And I've watched season 1 of Penny Dreadful, and it's incredible. It's really good. I haven't watched season 2 or 3 yet, but Penny Dreadful is crazy good. I have a question here. If I've watched all of Bates Motel, no, unfortunately, only season 1. And what do you think about the amount of shows on Netflix in Israel? I wouldn't know because I use a VPN, so I watch the American Netflix library. I mean, there are some good shows on the Israel Netflix, but like any show that has already been sold to the local television is not going to be there. So, for example, you don't get all seasons of Orange is the New Black. So I don't know. It kind of negates the purpose, I guess, of having Netflix. Have I watched Spartacus? Yes, I think I've made a review about it. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, Spartacus is fun.
This is their store. This is one of the most powerful shows I've watched lately. This might be what.
How do I get around VPN restrictions on Netflix? I don't know if I should get into this while I'm live on here, but I trust you can Google it and find out. It's not a hard task.
Never actually happened, right? Right. And the scary thing is.
Right. So, what are you guys watching? Let me know in the comments what shows are you watching right now. This is kind of embarrassing, editing in front of you guys. I don't know why. I'm very self-conscious about it.
And the scary thing is that it can and it has in certain places in the world.
All right, so let's see what you guys are watching. Smallville, Better Call Saul, Peaky Blinders. We have 2 of you watching Peaky Blinders. Dexter, Peaky Blinders, so great. Jimmy just finished episode 1 of Blood Drive. How is Blood Drive? It feels like it can either be terrible or it can be kind of like the Evil Dead show, which is great. Orange is the New Black season 5, haven't watched it yet. Silicon Valley, incredible. BoJack Horseman. Man, you guys are watching some good shows. All right, House of Cards season 5, kind of slow so far. Yeah, season 5 is kind of disappointing. Shameless, I haven't got around to it yet. American Gods. What do you guys think of American Gods so far? The ones of you who are watching it.
And the scary thing, right? And the scary thing is that it can and it has in certain places in the world. This show never feels. certain places in the world. Certain places in the world. This show never feels as far-fetched as you might think just hearing me talking about the premise or watching the trailer. It's clearly a fictional story, but it doesn't feel like watching science fiction.
Have I seen Riverdale? No, I mean, I feel that I should probably, because I'm not familiar with like the Archie thing, because I feel like that's a very American thing that I'm just not aware of, not a part of that, and I feel that I need to know that in order to enjoy Riverdale, so I haven't watched it yet.
It's fiction, and the whole effect created by this show could have been easily broken if they went too far on anything, but they're always right on that line. And this show has fantastic writing, and it looks amazing and all of that, but Elizabeth Moss is so...
And I heard in this one.
This show has fantastic...
I haven't watched the latest season of Fargo, but I'm definitely going to, because I loved season 1 and 2.
It has fantastic... This show has fantastic writing, and it looks amazing and all of that, but Elizabeth Moss is so frighteningly good in this show that makes it kind of disturbing to watch, because she's real. She's a real person. She's us. And the people around her are the evolution of a certain type of person we see today. This show...
All right. So I'm wondering whether I should upload this video today, and then I have another one for tomorrow, because this one is about Handmaid's Tale, and then I have another one that I shot earlier about season 2 of The Man in the High Castle. Tell us about your watching experience, computer, TV, tablet, smartphone. I never watch TV on my smartphone, and doing so is blasphemy, but I watch a lot on my Chromecast, which is hooked up to my TV, and I watch a lot on my iPad and sometimes on my computer. Whenever like I really want to get into binge watching mode and I know I'm going to watch a few episodes like in a row, I try to do that on my Chromecast, like on the couch, get as comfortable as possible. But I'll usually watch like an episode before I go to bed on my iPad.
We see today. This show uses it.
All right, I think I remember I tried to. You guys have to remember that English is not my first language. So all of the edited versions of the videos that you see up on the channel, those are the result of like lots of takes where I fumble and don't say the right thing. Look how angry I look. Look how angry I look in this one. What happened to you? Who hurt you, Ron? What happened? What happened here? I have a question here. Are you watching YouTube often? If yes, what do you watch? Yeah, I mean, I watch tons and tons and tons of YouTube. I watch a lot of. I mean, I think I watch a lot of the like popular ones. You know, the Philip DeFranco and Vlogbrothers and all of those. But you know, let's browse through my subscriptions together. Why don't we? And let's take a look at what I'm watching. Oh, so I see that there's a new Jimquisition. Jim Sterling just uploaded a new thing, which is awesome, 1 hour ago. So I love the Jimquisition. Let's see what else. I've been watching a lot of Vox. I love Red Letter Media. I've been watching them a whole lot. Not a big fan of the Warp Zone, but I'll watch them occasionally. Cracked, Used to be better. Let's see what else. Let's go into my subscriptions. And let's see, Jeremy Johns, of course, and Chris Stuckman. Big fan of both of these guys. Boss Live Late just uploaded something. They're great. I've actually met them in VidCon. That's great. A lot of ASAP Science. My wife and I like to watch these together. Screen Junkies, like everybody, I watch the Honest Trailers. I've been watching a lot of Funhouse recently, and the new Steven Suptic videos, which are fantastic, and I love them. This is a really good channel for history lovers, The Great War. It's all about World War I. I watch a bunch of history, like channels about history. Vice News. There's this channel that just uploads like TV trailers. Mr. Sunday. Drew Lynch is really funny. Boogie, I really like him. Impression Blend. She does really good movie reviews. Mariana. Yeah, that's some of that. Where do I live? I live in Israel. I stream Netflix to my smart TV. You're watching me on your TV right now. That makes me nervous. Highly recommend the Flick Pick. Yeah, I watch the Flick Pick occasionally too. Collider, I don't really watch them all that much because those are like 2-hour-long shows, and yeah, I'm not gonna watch that for so long. Filthy Frank, yeah, I've watched some of his videos as well. Have I seen the new Spider-Man PS4 gameplay video? Yeah, it looks pretty cool, but I don't own a PS4, so I'll probably never play it. I'm playing, let's see what I'm playing. I'm playing Nier Automata, and I'm playing Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 3. I have Bayonetta, but I didn't play it all that much. Let's see.
A certain type of person we see today. This show uses it. This show uses.
All right. Let's see.
This show uses.
Take 4.
This show.
Take 5.
This show uses.
Take 6.
Oh, there's.
All right. Took me 6 takes.
Of the main character. We see. Today. This show uses a lot of person we see today. This show uses a lot of internal monologues from the perspective of the main character. And this isn't so much narration, it's more like her thoughts and memories. I'm usually not a fan of voiceovers and storytelling, but it's so good here because it's always an insight into her character and her world. It's not like in Narcos, for example, which is a very good show, but it's way too heavy on the voiceovers. You want to stop telling you everything and just show you the story. Anyway, the voiceovers here are fantastic and fit into the show beautifully.
You can hear I got a message just here.
Fit into the show beautifully.
All right, I'm gonna leave that in because I don't have another take.
Well, there's a very clear.
I mean, I have 6 other takes, but they're not good.
Well, there's.
Take 2.
A lot of so.
All right.
And fit into the show beautifully. Well, there's a clear distinction in this show between protagonists.
I wonder if people will watch this and will kind of check their phones and it'll be like, what just happened?
Fit into the show beautifully. Well, there's a clear distinction in this show between protagonist and antagonist, good and bad. The story is way more.
Got Jason here procrastinating from making videos by watching Ron make videos. Jason, you have to go and make a video for us right now. Drop whatever you're doing. Go and make a video. Your country needs you.
Well, there's a clear distinction in this show between protagonist and antagonist, good and bad. The story.
Hey, Jimmy, jump cuts are the only way I'm coherent. Without jump cuts, I would make no sense.
Is way more complicated than that. And I'm not going to get into spoilers here, but a good example of that is that they show you that the new government has reduced carbon emissions and they use more solar power. Generally, they're better for the environment and they do their part in cleaning up the planet much better than previous US governments.
Jason, have you watched The Handmaid's Tale? That's the review I'm editing right now. Tell us about it.
So what? Governments. So what? This U.S. governments.
Woo! Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Previous U.S. government. So while in one episode will previous U.S. government. So while in one episode will horrify you with how cruel something like this could be, another episode will make you think, well, is it all bad? And then another episode will be like, yes, this is very bad. This is not worth it. And then another episode will be like, is it though? And then yes, definitely. Holy shit.
All right.
What I'm saying is that this.
And I think this video is going to be much shorter. Yeah, Jason, we don't get Hulu in Israel either, but the internet is a thing that you can manipulate to do your bidding.
Holy shit. What I'm saying is, holy shit. What I'm saying is that this show doesn't just show you one side of something, and it makes everything so much more interesting. Keep in mind that
when I was making this video, I thought this was going to be like a 10-minute video, but now I think it's going to be like 4 minutes.
This show is not. Keep in mind that going into this, there are certain shows that.
I've been listening to so much Dear Hank and John recently. I think I'm listening to like at least a couple of episodes a day. It's crazy. What show am I most excited for? I'm pretty excited for season 2 of Dirk Gently, but I don't know if that's coming out this year because I've been following Max Landis on, and they're shooting the show now. So I don't know, it just gets me so incredibly excited for it. And season 1 was really good.
So much more interesting. Going into this, keep in mind.
Now, I'm probably not as up to date on shows releasing as you would think I am, but that's really just because, I mean, I do binge watchers for fun. I don't do this as kind of like a job or anything, so I don't make a point of like being super up to date on news, on like TV news. I used to, because I used to do like TV news videos. But now it's just like, you know, I'll watch the shows that I'm going to watch or that you guys recommend, and then I'll just make videos about them. And I really enjoy making videos and the community of all of it. But yeah, I should definitely be a bit more up to date on what shows are releasing.
so much more interesting. Going into this, keep in mind that this is not an easy show to watch. I mean, it's super watchable and you're gonna binge watch the hell out of this show. And it's not an all violence all the time type of show, but it can be, and often is, disturbing.
What's my favorite comedy that's currently on TV? I don't know. I mean, maybe Silicon Valley or New Girl, if that counts. The Jackal says that my channel and Jason's channel are probably his favorite. That's amazing. That's incredible. Thank you for that.
There are certain shows that...
Oh man, look at this face. Look at this face, everybody. This is the face. This is the face of a professional right here. This is what professionalism looks like. Oh man, that's hideous.
Most shows have, and I'm pretty sure it is disturbing. Most shows have this barrier of being fiction and being a TV show.
Raul asks if we can have a chat-only session someday. Do you mean like opening something like a Binge Watchers Discord server or something like that? I mean, we can definitely do that. We can make something like that happen.
A TV show, and you feel that as you're watching. So even if something completely horrible happens, it just feels like a moment in a TV show. And it might have some impact on you because you feel connected to the story and the characters, but the barrier between you and the story is still there. For me, and then I speak.
All right, let's take a look at some of the questions. Flo is going away. Bye, Flo. Have you watched BoJack Horseman, one of the best shows on air? BoJack Horseman, yes. I mean, I haven't done a review for season 4 because, I mean, I started writing it and then it was just like the exact same thing I said about season 3. It's really, really good. I think it was season 4. Stranger Things, yes, of course, I've watched it and it's incredible. What is the best season of Game of Thrones? Like, to be perfectly honest, probably season 1. Season 6 was pretty good too. I don't, like, it's all a blur. I don't really remember. I can tell you the best season of Vikings is season 3, if that helps.
Still there for me, and I'm pretty sure that for my wife as well.
I have not. Merlin, are you talking about like the super old show? Because I'm pretty sure I've watched it, but it's not like I remember it well enough to really have a thoughtful conversation about it.
This show just doesn't have that barrier. Just before I started watching this show, I saw this heartbreaking speech by this young girl who escaped from North Korea, and she told about her life there and the things she had to go through and suffer through at a very young age.
Which BoJack Horseman special is that?
The terrible, terrible reality people in general and women specifically have to live through in North Korea.
I have not watched Big Little Lies, but it's on my list just as soon as I finish The Young Pope. And also The Night of.
And then I started watching that. North Korea. And then I started watching The Handmaid's Tale, and maybe that's why it hit me so hard. Because while the story is very different, it's not very far from the reality some people have to live through.
Dario says that I have to watch The Leftovers. We're actually, my wife and I are watching season 1 now. It's really good so far. Raul asks, other than YouTube, what's my full-time job? I'm a product marketing manager for a software company, for a startup.
Thinking about those types of things, so depending...
So the Christmas special episode that they did for BoJack Horseman, that's the one where it's basically about the like horsing around the show, right? I think I watched that a while ago. I can't really remember. Then yeah, it was pretty good. I think I did watch the, not related to anything, but the Michael Bolton Valentine's special. That was pretty funny. Really think of Battlestar Galactica. I like, Jimmy, that you're asking that like I I have some sort of big lie about my real thoughts about Battlestar Galactica. I mean, I haven't watched all of it. I mean, the new one. So sorry. Watched American Horror Story and American Crime Story. American Horror Story. No, I actually haven't watched either of those. I'm so sorry. I mean, I've watched from season 1 of American Horror Story, and I liked it. I don't know why I dropped it, but I'm definitely, like, both of those shows are pretty high up on my list, but my list is pretty long.
So this show gets you thinking about those types of things. So depending on who you are, this is very much not a casual watch. I feel that if I continue talking about this show, I'm going to get it.
William asks that if I've seen Young Justice. I have not. Animated show?
Spoiler, so I'm going to stop here and say, bottom line, should you watch it? Yes.
Have I watched Lucifer? I mean, I've watched the first episode, and I have watched One Punch Man, and I loved it. It's really good.
Watch it. Yes.
I've watched One Punch Man, and I've also watched Tokyo Ghoul, which was pretty good. Who is your favorite singer or band? My favorite band is a thrash metal band, not thrash metal band from Germany called Creator. They're probably my favorite band, but I've been listening to a lot of musicals lately, Hamilton and Book of Mormon mostly, and a lot of Jonathan Coulton. So Jonathan Coulton, he just released a new album called Solid State, so I've been listening to that a lot. And there's also this death metal band called Bolt Thrower, which I really like, and Devil Driver, so those ones. There's also this, I forgot their names. There's this Latin guitar duo, I think it's Rodrigo and Gabriela. They're actually like pretty incredible. I really want to see them live one day. Yeah, so those are the ones. Quarry by Cinemax. Yeah, I really want. There's a ton of like Cinemax shows that look really good, like The Quarry and The Nick. But I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my hands on those.
You watch. Yes, watch this show with all of.
All right, Dor asks, if they would do it, would you watch a BoJack Horseman horsing around spin-off Sorry about all the questions. I'm obsessed with that show. That's a good show to be obsessed with, and yes, I would definitely watch it.
Face. This is one of the best shows I've watched recently. It's extremely powerful. It's terrifying. It has a
Bye, William. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Beautiful performance from Elizabeth Moss, and it's just an incredibly made show. And the music in this show is awesome. It contributes so much to the atmosphere and the feeling of the show. What about you? Have you watched the Handmaid's Tale about it? Also, have you? What about you? Have you watched the Handmaid's?
Have I watched Banshee or Boardwalk Empire? I've watched Banshee. I have a review. I have a full series review for it. It's awesome. Banshee is incredible. I really love it. And I have not watched Boardwalk Empire. Not all of it, anyway. I've watched like half of season 1.
You read the book. What are your thoughts about it? Also, have you watched any of the other? Have you watched? Also, have you watched any of the other Hulu originals? Put all of your thoughts in the comments down.
So do you guys listen to any podcasts? I've been really getting into podcasts lately. Do you have any podcasts you can recommend? I've been listening to a lot of Dear Hank and John, and I've been listening to Criminal lately, both really good and very different podcasts.
What are your thoughts about it? Also, have you watched any of the other Hulu originals? Put all of your thoughts in the comments down below, and let's get the discussion going.
I don't think there are too many shows. I mean, there are definitely too many shows for one person to watch, but I think having lots to choose from is a good thing, and we shouldn't feel to watch all of the shows. I know there's like almost this weird pressure to like watch Game of Thrones and Walking Dead because everybody's watching them and you want to be up to date on it. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of silly, right? I mean, there's no real reason to be like to feel stressed out by something like that. So just that's kind of the point of binge watchers, right? Because to have a community of people that will help each other figure out where we want to spend our time watching TV. So yeah. Yeah, I need to check out the Weekly Planet and CinemaSins. I'm going to check those out. I do read comic books occasionally. Like, I don't read ongoing series. I read like, complete stories. Like I've read The Killing Joke and I've read Preacher. And so, yeah, like what those, I don't want to say one-off, of the stories that have a beginning and an end. I like those. I don't read the ongoing series. The Jackal asks what I think of season 7 of The Walking Dead. I've completely checked out of The Walking Dead. Like, I'll watch the occasional episode, but it's so boring and nothing happens. And I mean, it's such a frustrating show because it obviously it has a very high production value and incredible is from the cast and solid writing. But it just does one thing and then it does it forever. And it's at the point where the only thing that the show wants to do is make sure that you watch another episode. It's not about telling you a story and it's not about getting you immersed in the world. It's just about getting you to watch another episode. Once in a while, something will happen and you come back and you watch because you want to see if something, if this is the episode where something actually happens. But it usually doesn't. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of The Walking Dead, and I mean, like, I want to be, because it can be a good show. It just it just unfortunately isn't. And I think that Negan is a very interesting villain, but the whole thing with Negan just kind of it becomes tired after, you know, a few episodes. I mean, he was cool for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes, and then it just keeps doing the same thing, and then just got boring. All right. What do I think of Guardians of the Galaxy movies? I really like the first one. Wasn't a big fan of the second one.
If you like this video, if you like, if you like.
My favorite video game, probably Diablo 2. Diablo 2 is solely responsible for my ability to speak English pretty well. Like, my English comes from playing way too much Diablo 2 growing up.
Discussion go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. And you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram and TV Time. If you're finding it. And if you're finding binge watchers for the first time, welcome. I'd like to invite you to join the binge watchers community. Come talk about TV with us. It's a lot of fun. Subscribe to the channel. But in any case, keep binging, and I will see you next time.
So, a weird question, but what was the first video on binge watchers that that you guys found? Like, what was the video that helped you find this channel? Super interested to know. All right, so Sense8, Breaking Bad review. That's interesting. Was it stuff that you guys were searching for, or just kind of you got to it on a related video or something? Peaky Blinders, Iron Fist review. That's interesting. A couple of you got here from the Breaking Bad review. Santa Clarita Diet. That's super interesting. I wonder. I mean, yeah. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, so I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. But this has been super fun. And do you guys want to do this more often, or do you have any ideas of do you have any ideas for like something that you want to do on these live streams? And also, do any of you guys use Riff TV? It's a service where basically we can watch Netflix together. So I'm thinking maybe to start using it. Let me switch over to, whoa. Yeah, just to remind everybody that that there's still a person here. Yeah, I really want to do more live shows. I just need to get better at figuring out like how this whole thing should work. I don't have Discord. There's been a few requests for it, and I think I can set it up pretty easily. So yeah, definitely, I'll set up a Discord and I'll let everybody know. Let's see. All right, I think I'm gonna finish up this video and I'm gonna upload it. So hopefully you'll have a video from me later tonight. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, thanks everybody. And let's see if I can close this one out less awkwardly than I usually do. So keep binging next time.